beyond tourism, there are bigger economic impacts to talk about. No, for example, let's talk about trade. For example, knowing that China is our biggest trading partner, how is that going to change the picture?
Yes, we had actually done some estimates on trade. Essentially, if you combine our exports and imports to China, roughly you are talking about 25 to 28 billion dollars, which is approximately your total OFW remittances.
Wow, that's huge.
That's how big the China factor in our economy is. And if you look at the exports, what are our main exports to China? Basically, we're exporting electronic components to them and parts of their capital goods.
Capital goods.
In the same way, we are doing the same. Now, we are importing from them those that we contributed to and they finished, sending it back to us.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about that. Why do we import industrial goods and capital goods, but we also export that to them? What's the difference between our goods and theirs?
We're actually exporting parts, components because China is like the finisher of the value chain.
So sila parang assembled na.
Yes, they are like
kinukuha natin.
Kinukuha natin, completed.
Tayo naman, tayo naman.
We contribute.
Pyesa.
Sa pyesa, yes, that's right. That's right.
So there's a deficit, right?
There's a deficit. We import more. Plus, 10% of our import from China is consumer items.
Okay, but some people are saying that because of this COVID, China might bring down its prices and we just might end up with more exports at lower costs, or imports rather, at lower cost than before. Is that possible?
Well, that is possible. However, that is assuming China had overproduced. They had enough stocks for the last 2-3 months.
Don't they always do that anyway? I mean, they're the world's largest producer of everything.
That could, well, that is because in the past that's like a continuing process. But remember, we just entered the first phase of the trade war between U.S. and China, and the U.S. actually inputted a lot of tariff to a lot of Chinese goods, and
so they had to bring
that created some slowdown in China already, and that therefore that also affected us. By the way, that's why our exports slowed down a bit, because the orders for final goods in China slowed down. So it pulled our value chain down.
So downstream, may effect
sa atin, yes.
Pero sila naman, in order to spur spending still or spur the economy in view of the COVID, di ba isipin ngayon nila, let's continue producing and let's continue exporting and let's bring down the prices.
Well, that's easier said than done, because right now they're trying to contain the virus. So they have closed a significant portion of their factories. The center of the problem, Hubei, is the auto sector.
Oh, because Nissan is there, Honda is there.
Even the European cars are there.
Right.
So, and one of our main export parts to them are these components of the cars. Yun. So that's like, well, the trade industry said 0.4% lang yung effect. So, because directly, but if products from there, but since this is a value chain, as I'm saying, this product goes to this place, to this place to be put together. So if the final manufacturer does not produce, then everything else goes back. So that's why you easily are exposed to that kind of slowdown.